What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to Work Knife Balance. I have an absolutely fun video for you today. Came home from work and had two packages at home. I believe this one is a knife that I've been waiting for a little bit now, and it's actually arrived 2 days early. And this one I don't think is a knife at all. I'm pretty sure these are some fidgets and fun stuff. So let's dive into this first because this will be fast, and then we will go ahead and get right into this guy right here. But our opening knife today is going to be the Civivi Spiny Dogfish. So I was carrying this one around today and I absolutely love it. I went ahead and cut my personal information and the sender's information off of here. I don't know if the sender wants me to tell you who sent it. I don't think they really care, to be honest, but I'm not going to say anything just because. But let's go ahead and get in here. This thing was packed fantastic. Well, this will tell you who the sender is, but you got some sweet stickers with this, so that is absolutely fantastic. I really love this. Got this stuff from Lefty EDC. I've actually been wanting to get one of these Slip Life stickers, so I'm really excited to have that. Go ahead and set those to the side real quick, and then go ahead and, oh, that was awesome. I didn't even have to worry about cutting it. He put a package in a package for me. So let's go ahead and get this one opened up. All right. Cool. All right. Sweet. All right. So we'll go ahead and go through these first. This is one that I'm actually really excited on because I just lost my pry bar. So I went ahead and got this pry bar from Lefty the other day. And this is a pry bar from Ant Design. One thing that I thought was really cool when he showed us this was, let's see how I can get in here. It looks like this opens up. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it does. Yes, it does. Sweet. So this is the one thing I thought was absolutely fantastic about this was it's just your normal pry bar, which is cool. You've got your pry bar, you got the edge on here and everything. You've got some fine tips on the back here. You've got this magnetic area for a bit. You can also measure right here. It looks like you've got centimeters, so you can go up to 4 centimeters right there. There's the Ant Design part and everything. All that stuff's cool and fine and dandy. But this part, you can actually carry a bit in with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and find not a Phillips bit, but I'll go ahead and try and find like a small 1/4 inch bit that is for like T6 or T8 probably, and carry that in there. And that'll be a nice little like knife bit that I can carry around with me for little things, because that's what I'm gonna use it for more often than not, is changing knife stuff. But this is a fantastic, really cool little pry bar. Haven't had any time with it. I do carry the Pichu 2 right now because my pry bar is gone, so that's a little mini multi-tool that I've been carrying. But this is going to be a little bit more useful and a little bit smaller, slim for me as well. So really nice pocket clip on it right there. You got the bottle opener, all that fun stuff. We might do a review on that. We might not. Who knows? But yeah, that's one really, really cool thing that I got from him. The other one, this is the one that I'm actually most excited about probably, is this little fidget. Oh, he does this really cool thing. I have to spin it like that. Maybe if I can, yeah. So I'm a fidget guy. I really like fidgets. This is one that I picked up from him just because it's a lot quieter and easy to fidget with at night. So when all the babies are going to sleep, my wife doesn't have to get mad at me for continuing to flick my knife over and over, as some of you may relate to if you are fidgeters yourself. And then this is one that I've actually seen for a while and had an eye on. So when he had this one out, I was excited about this as well. This is, ooh, there's some heft to that. That is nice too. This is the Pill, I believe it's called. And so just another fidget in there. I love the sound. I'm pretty sure you're, and the way you can see that spinning in the video, that's a solid fidget. I really like that one. This is probably going to be one that I carry on a daily basis to fidget with, especially at work too, so people don't have to look at me all weird as I'm doing stuff. Oh, sweet. Awesome. And then it had the extra bearings and the balls in there too and stuff. And so, and there's some little stickers, sweet. So thanks for that, Lefty. That's pretty sweet. had all the goodies to go with it. So, all right, now let's get into the knife that we are 5 minutes into this video, because this is what y'all wanted to see. This is what I wanted to see. Little background, this knife is not one that is available. So if you see this and you love it, tough luck. You're probably not going to be able to find it, at least this variation for it. But we'll go ahead and open this up. This is a knife from Canada, if that tells any of y'all anything. And it's a knife that is not readily available all the time for purchase. So that might tell you a little bit more. If you follow knives and you are into the knife world, you might recognize this. Yep. Thank you, Team Grimsmo. I got myself a Grimsmo knife. I am beyond excited for this. This is my first Grimsmo, so I haven't ever held one before. I've seen them, but I've never actually held one and messed around with it. So I am really excited for this knife. Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't want to ruin the packaging. It just looks so cool. All right. So let's go ahead and get in here and get this knife open. So if you don't know about Grimsmo knives right now, they are made in Canada. They are a premium, I would say, that entry level into custom knives. They're made, and then the way they're purchased is you have to sign up for their, not necessarily lottery, but they're like subscription, or not subscription, they're, you have to sign up for their, it's an email lottery channel, essentially. You say, hey, they've got a knife called the Norseman, a knife called the Saga. I've got a Norseman here, and then they've got some pens as well. A knife called the Norseman, a knife called the Rask, and then the pens are called Saga. And so I signed up for the Norseman. And then what happens is you will get an email in the morning saying, hey, you've been selected for the knives today and today only. You get a code that is good for 24 hours. You can go access the knives, look at them, and see if it's something you want. If it is, then you can purchase them. The knives are anywhere from $900 to about $1,300, depending upon all of it. So we're gonna go ahead and open up the one that I got here. We'll do a quick first impressions on it. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I like this. Oh my gosh. That first flip. Oh, that is, woo. Woo. That, oh my gosh. It's only got a stud on one side. Okay. That's good. Oh my gosh. I believe you can get a second thumb stud to put one in because you've got the little hole right there. But oh my gosh, this thing is phenomenal. This is way thinner than I thought it was going to be. Dead nuts on it. I would expect nothing less for a knife of this caliber, right? This is a lot slimmer than I thought it was going to be. I mean, I looked at the pictures. I saw a beefy knife, but this is way thinner than I thought it was going to be. This is fantastic. So I've got the double hexagon pattern. So there's one inside of the other. And then it is an ice to a deeper blue titanium anodization there. They've got their Norseman logo on, or the Grimsmo logo on the clip there. This is going to be a titanium frame lock right here. And then it comes in RWL 34, which I don't know much about RWL 34. So that's going to be something I'm going to have to look into a little bit. It has a crowned spine right here. I mean, this, oh my gosh, this thing is fantastic. Okay, let me set this down real quick. Let's see what else it comes with. So it comes with this really nice foam hold for it right here. On the back side, you have some oil, which is nice. You've got some lube right there. And then you've got a really nice, looks like it says T9. So you've got a T9 tool right there, which is probably, I'm assuming, what the majority of the hardware is. If not all the hardware. Looks like everything I'm touching is T9. Yeah. So that's kind of cool. They send you this little T9 bit to go in there with it and everything. So everything I'm touching is T9 and that's what's there. And then you get this certificate of authenticity right here to come with it. This is the Norseman. 6861 is the serial number. It is a stone washed finish, double honeycomb, blurple to ice blue fade. The hardware color is blue. And this one was built on April 3rd, 2023. So it is, the bearings are a ceramic bearing and the steel is an RW34 cryogenically treated. So I'm gonna have to do some research and check that out. I mean, that is really cool, but I've never messed with anything like that before. So if anyone, man, that case is really cool too. I bet that's like laser etched in there and whatnot. If anyone knows about RWL34 and the cryogenically treatment that they do on it, please message me in the comments, send a link if you know something on YouTube for me to watch about it, but I would love to know more. Look at the blade. Look at that blade. I don't know if that's milling or if it has something to do with the treatment of the blade. I'm assuming that's probably just milling on the blade there, but that is fantastic. Oh my gosh, you have a nice hollow grind. You've got the compound on the two edges right there. You have a really sweet little swedge, or I guess little like drop point here. I guess this is kind of more of like a clip point. But you've got kind of a recurve in here as it comes through as well. I don't know what you would call this. I'm gonna say it's gonna be more of a, I mean, this is truly a unique profile. There's really nothing else that I've seen out there like that. This is, I guess it would be a Tonto because you've got the two, but it's not like a true Tonto in my opinion, I guess, because I think Tonto is more of like a tactical Tonto with straight edges, and I don't see that here. So this is fantastic. And look at that action. Oh my gosh. This is so amazing. Okay, I'm gonna set the box to the side and we are gonna do some quick measurements and then we'll do some comparisons. So first off, we'll go tip to tail measurement right here. This Norseman is coming in at about, say 8.6, 8.7, 8.6 and a half. We'll say 8.65 on the overall length. And then the blade length, we are looking at about 3.6 on the blade length. Cutting edge at about 3.5. You have a very small little sharpening choil in there. Not much to it. It's just tiny little choil in there. But I'm assuming you probably don't have to do too much sharpening with the steel that comes through it, I guess. It's probably pretty nice. I'm sorry, I know I pulled off camera there for a second. I was looking at kind of the way the blade sits in here as well, just to see there's a lot of room. So this thing is so slim. I mean, this thing is really, for what it is, I thought this was going to be a lot heavier and big. Man, this thing feels fantastic. I now see why there are people who become addicted to Norseman knives. These things are amazing. This is phenomenal. I am going to have a very hard time not wanting to buy another one of these. We'll do a side-by-side comparison to the Ontario Rat 1 up top. So that's actually a really close comparison right there. And down below, we've got the Ontario Rat 2. Go ahead and do the Spyderco's real quick. So this is going to be a big knife. It's going to be a full-size, big knife for it. We'll go ahead and do the Spyderco Para 2 up top. A little bit larger than that Para 2. And then the Spyderco Para 3 down below as well. So yeah. So this is definitely going to be a full knife as you're going through. The ergonomics on this knife are phenomenal. For how thin it is absolutely amazing to see that. I mean, it doesn't feel like, look at this. Look at this. That is ridiculously thin. Hold on. Let me get out a truly thin knife that most of you would probably be familiar with. So here's one of the titanium bug outs here. So as we're looking at that side by side, there shows a good comparison. I mean, this is like as thin as a bug out. This is freaking amazing. The way, I mean, even with the clip, it's actually thinner than a bug out, the way it comes in there. So you have that milled titanium clip with kind of a deep carry look to it. That is awesome. I mean, this thing, I would expect exactly what this is for the price point, but this is amazing. I could not be happier with this knife. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. Okay, Get back, pull it together, pull it together. All right. And so you've got a really nice jimping on the back here with that thumb ramp, and it feels fantastic in hand. I really like this double honeycomb pattern because it gives you a little bit more grip, especially for someone who's holding it right-handed, not left-handed. I can feel that in there, and it feels phenomenal. Because of the single thumb stud and not having a reversible pocket clip, this is not going to be something that's ambidextrous for lefties. And I would imagine that they probably don't necessarily make a lefty version. These are more premium custom knife, I would say, in there. So these are something that are going to be a little bit more. I love how that pivot collar, or how that pivot just kind of gets hidden right there. It is just a flush mount with their Norseman, Grimsmo Norseman logo on it right there, and you don't see anything. So this is truly something that is special and absolutely fantastic. This just jumps to, this is the most expensive knife we've ever had on this channel, and this is the most expensive knife in my collection as of right now. Maybe my Shiro Quan. No, I would say this is the most expensive knife in my collection right now, actually, yes. So this is something that I absolutely, oh man, this feels so good. All right, so I said this was gonna be a short video, but we're hitting 16, almost 17 minutes now. You don't have a backspacer, but you got the two collars here, which is kind of cool, or the two pillars there. And then you do have a nice little area for a lanyard right here if you want it as well. So I'm going to go ahead and carry this. I use 90% of my knives. There are very few knives I don't use, and this is going to be a user for me as well, which is probably drives some people crazy because it's such an expensive knife. But this will definitely be a user for me, which means I'm probably going to do a full review on it with y'all in just a little bit. Give it a week or two, and then we'll do a full review on how I feel about it. This is just first impressions, and they are almost unmatched on how absolutely thrilled I am to have this knife. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it at that. Call it a night. It is getting late. I've had a long day, but this has made it all worth it. So until next time, TTFN. And I know we didn't start with it, but please like and subscribe to our channel, and hit us up on Instagram at WorkKnifeBalance939 if you can. Until next time, TTFN.